Yeah. Okay.
All right.
This
Oh, 6 people in
is
lobby. Well, a 5 minute delay. There's probably gonna be like fucking 30 people here as
yeah,
soon as that comes through.
yeah. We got the 5 minute delay going on here, as is
Yeah, I'm
tradition.
so used to like the 20-second delay. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, we're just getting the pilots in here, getting it started. Casters today are Therax and Snuggles time.
good
We have a
luck.
match between KDCM, the whole Kernal, and KDCM, your wife's boyfriends.
Mm.
Um,
There's going to be a lot of Nintendo Switches given out today.
yeah, it's a bit of an interesting division here. I'm calling it Division S for special. Um, all six teams in the division are KDCM. They did a draft of some sort. I wasn't involved. I don't have the details, but they had team captains nominated who then drafted the players and formed up teams that way. So there are six different KDCM teams. They're all in their own isolation chamber, and we'll see how even these teams are or are not as the season goes on.
uh, I mean, well, hopefully they bring the right energy to this. They don't like get back into the try hard groove and just bring stupid stuff to the game and still being tryhards. I'm hoping to see some really stupid things on the field today. I want to see some entertainment.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. A full division of KDCM. I mean, they've run multiple teams in the past, but
Mhm.
I don't think they've ever had more than one team in a division.
So it's a bunch of firsts today. It should be fun.
Yeah, we're getting all kinds of firsts in today. All right, we've got a pilot on. Well, I mean, there's too many pilots in the lobby. We're doing a 1v1 to kick things off. This is Tournament of Stars Season 2. The rulebook is uh, a little bit different than the previous Tournament of Stars. If anyone played that a year ago, you can kind of just throw that all away. So, Drop 1 actually consists of three separate parts. The first part is a 1v1 in Trial Mechs. This week's Trial Mech is the Vapor Eagle with an ERPPC and two LBX-10s, and they're playing it out on Liao Jungle, which is a Solaris map. Some people might not be familiar with the Solaris maps. Other people might be. The event queue's been doing Solaris for the past while. So, yeah, Trial Max is a bit of an interesting one. You know the exact weapon layout location, where the ammo's located. If there's any funny armor stripping, you're aware of it. If there's too much back armor, not enough back armor. So you can kind of form a strat based around that for the 1v1. My understanding is that the meta for the 1v1 with the Vapor Eagle is to take off the side torso that contains the LBX-10s. That would be the left torso, if I understand correctly. So if you take off the left torso on the Vapor Eagle, the LBX-10s are the majority of the DPS for the build, and also the ERPPC, when the mech is halved, you're basically heat capped, so your mech is effectively useless if you lose the left torso. So that's probably what we're going to be seeing players try to do here, but we could see something different. I've seen some players that have taken the right torso off, and in the duels that I've seen, they've ended up losing. So it'd be interesting to see whether they want to just close that distance right away to maximize the value of the LBX-10, or if they want to play a standoff Pop-Tart style to begin with for this duel.
All right.
So the
So
second,
you're
yeah, go ahead.
oh, you're going open mic this time, as am I. So if you hear some noises in the background, that is adorable time running around.
Yeah, trying some new things here.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Okay, so we got a little bit of a delay. So the second part and third part of the drop one, they're all calling all three of these drop one, is that there's a 2v2 with a light and medium, and then a 2v2 with a heavy and an assault. And so together, all these drops make up, well, all these mini drops, or whatever you want to call them, make up drop one, which has a point total for winning the first drop. If you win two of the mini drops, you get the 5 points for winning the drop, and then you get points for killing mechs as well. The point scoring is a little bit complex and funky for this Tournament of Stars.
So we're making this needlessly complex. Or we could just go like the old-fashioned rules. You know, the first one to die loses.
I mean, yeah, it does come down to kill in the duel here. That's what matters. But because of the 2v2, there's more than one mech, so then there's actually, a margin of victory there, whether or not you have one survivor or two survivors when your opponents are down. Okay, we've got a ready from one side here. Still waiting for the second side to ready up.
I'm showing green on my end. I can hit the lunch button.
Yeah, they haven't said they're ready, so I'm gonna ask.
Okay. Well, I see a ready from Squishy, and I haven't seen a ready from Jay. Jay's probably having a little bit of trouble. As I understand, he might be deported sometime during the game.
Oh, interesting. Well, we've got a
Yeah.
Let's Boogie. I'm assuming that is.
I'm going to take that as a yes and click the button.
Yeah.
Unless... okay?
Yeah,
We're doing it?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. Clicky, clicky. Here we go. All right. Spinny thing is love. Spinny thing is life.
Yeah, we're gonna kick this off with the 1v1 Liao Jungle and see how that goes. I actually like this map. I've heard from some people though that they have frame rate issues on Liao Jungle. Hopefully neither of our competitors have issues here. Somebody's watching a basketball game in the background. Apologies for any spoilers there for whoever's recording.
Oh, who's that? Is that me?
All right, we got...
Okay.
Well, everybody knows what these mechs are. Do I need to go through it?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's 2 LBX-10s, 1 ERPPC, and we have a shot from spawn to spawn. I don't believe it connected. A little bit of damage coming out onto the arm of Jay. Squishy's taking a little bit more damage. So they are playing a standoff Pop-Tart here. They are not immediately closing range. So far, Jay's only taken damage to the arms, a little bit to the torso there, probably LBX-10 splash. Now they have closed range, and this is going to be a brawl under the arch.
Oh, I'm being a boomer and get locked out of spectator mode. This is highly embarrassing.
Well, so far we've got similar damage percentages on both mechs, as expected. They're running identical builds. Jay is taking serious damage to the torso. Both LBX-10s have been crit out for Jay. He's lost that side torso, and he is cooking.
He's lost so much already.
Jay's mech, yeah, cooked to death. Lost the LBX-10s, cooked to death. And Squishy is just completely fresh, more or less.
Damn.
Well, that was pretty decisive and a little bit unexpected.
That was very anticlimactic. Jay, I was expecting more.
All right, we got to get that match ID number here.
All right.
Players have been threatened with a good time if they don't successfully grab that.
Was it like death by snoo snoo, or how much of a good time are we threatening them with?
Apparently they lose MC.
Oh.
So, yeah. That's a real good time there. Okay, so we've got a victory here. I don't know how to do points on this scoreboard. Okay, I guess that's how I do it. Yeah, that looks right. Sure, they've got 1 point so far for the mech destruction.
All right, sweet.
And we don't know anything about whether or not they've won the match because they need to win 2 of these mini drops to get a match win.
Okay, so 2 of these mini. All right.
Okay, pilots can bring their 2v2 partners in here.
All right, so going to test map A, correct? Enhancements on?
Yeah, change the enhancements.
Okay. Ignore enhancements, no. Test map Alpha.
Oh,
Still on skirmish, still 10 minutes. All right.
all right. So the one oh, they're back in. All right, good.
Sweet.
Okay, so yeah, match time is it 10 minutes or 12 minutes? Because it's 12 minutes for the later drops, but I think it's still
Oh, um,
it's still 10 minutes for the 2v2s. Yeah, still 10 minutes here. Perfect. Okay. Okay.
oh, well, looks like I got a few private messages via Twitch that I'm getting yelled at for not doing my intro. I'm sorry, gentlemen, and statistically, one lady. I will do that next time. My bad. Next match, we'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a spectator bug there, so you know. We are waiting for pilots here still.
All right, so custom gaming chair and Zell with Jay, Snack, and Buckamatic.
All right, I've got the stats up on the screen here of the previous match. Damage is basically identical. Actually, no components destroyed, apparently. I don't see how that's possible. Did Jay cook his own side torso off?
Jay did indeed
I
he took himself out of the gene pool. He did.
So Squishy has 0 components destroyed. That
Huh.
is...
Well, how technical are you getting to the rules? I mean, does Jay technically get the component destruction?
Well, according to
He did
MWO
indeed
stats,
destroy.
nobody has a component destruction. So Jay cooked his own side torso off and then cooked to death. And that was the duel. Alrighty then. Yeah, that's something. All right, we've got competitors in the lobby just waiting for them to ready up. So this 2v2 is going to be the heavy and assault. Is this... No, which one are we doing? Are we doing test map A first?
This is indeed test map A.
It should be... Yeah, no, you're correct. It is test map A. We're doing assault and heavy first. Okay. I saw Sneck in lobby, and I thought that maybe they were doing the lights, but no, they're doing the assault heavy. So for this, players can bring their own build of choice. It just has to be a clan mech. It has to be one heavy. It has to be one assault, and that's the only restrictions here. So I understand the meta is to take probably a direwolf with probably a night gear, but I have not had the opportunity to watch very many of these yet. There are some other options.
This is if I understand this correctly, they're trying to do the most ridiculous builds. So I don't know if a direwolf and the night gur is proper derp.
Okay, so it's not just KDCM's special division in terms of just fighting KDCM. They're also doing special builds.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I could just be making a whole bunch of shit up right now. So don't hold that to me till we get to the match.
All right, well, we'll see what they bring here. The first drop, they were in trial mech, so we didn't get to experience whatever might have been there.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at. I'm catching up with the lag in chat. So it's like normal 1v1 for Jay.
Okay, I mean,
these guys are just leaning into him.
Ouch.
Jay, you disgust me.
Now
Oh yeah, this 5-minute delay. Yeah, so just waiting for a custom gaming chair and oh god, Wyatt Orc. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, how prepared
I
are they, or are they not? I mean, that's kind of...
I don't know what it is about the letter Y in the middle of a name. If it's at the end, it's fine, but if it's in the middle, my brain just like drops down 30 IQ points, and I'm like, how does words work? Just me? All right, just me.
I mean, Wyatt's a relatively common name in my mind, so I don't struggle with that particular one. But I am trying to get better with my reading names and figuring that out. It's not great. So, in my ideal world, everyone would be named Bob and Steve and Frank, and Yeah, but then you end up with a situation where you go to school with like 4 Andrews, and that's sometimes a little bit rough yet too.
All right, looks like we got a green light from everyone involved.
Well, just
Well,
from Team
okay.
1 so far. I mean,
All right.
Team 2's readied up, but okay, they're good too. All right, there we
We're a
go.
good
We get a
team.
launch.
Okay, here we go.
Both teams
Uh,
confirmed they're ready to play.
3, 2, 1. All right, and I guess while we're waiting, hope you don't mind if I do some fucking shameless plugging and pour myself out.
Go for it.
Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to MWO League. Snuggles time here, bringing you another video. And today we're going to be watching people doing some really dumb things in some really silly mechs. All right, Chad, I hope that was good. You made me relive the glory days. I hope you enjoy it.
All right, we've got a direwolf.
Yeah.
This is a tryhard direwolf from Custom Gaming Chair, UAC 10, UAC 5.
Oh.
And the Orion is a mid-range brawl UAC 10 SRM 6 Artemis.
So on the other team, we got an Orion 2C as well as a Blood Asp. This is not looking like dumb builds. I may have been very mistaken and misunderstood the assignment here.
One player got the memo on the dumb builds, and that is the Blood Asp.
Well, that maybe the two teams need to have a word with each other.
Yeah, well, it's only the one player who did it. So yeah, we've got Lerms on the field. That is an LRM. What is that?
We are about to this Orion pushing forward without his teammate is about to just.
Snack's gonna eat it. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get face fucked. This is not gonna end well.
If he pops a UAV right now, Snack, use a UAV. Did they bring Lerms without a UAV?
There's the UAV.
There's the UAV. Okay, here come the Lerms.
Oh.
And the Orion is open in the rear because it took some damage there, but they're in cover. There's a strike coming in. Sneck, you should be pulling back. Those Lerms are partially hitting on the direwolf, but Sneck is about dead here.
Yeah, this is like secondary. Oh, just absolutely one-sided fist fight right here. Yeah.
Okay, now it's all about that Lerm boat. There's no buffer for it anymore.
Which is the real quick.
And the UAV.
Do you focus on the whale or do you focus on the Orion?
The direwolf is almost legged, but that Orion is open side torso. LRMs don't aim though, so there's still a lot of armor on the CT.
Distance and boop the snoot.
Yeah, okay, the Orion's halved. Still has the 2 UAC 10 though. And the Blood Asp is not fresh itself, and the Blood Asp is going to be taking this CT. Yeah, no ability to twist with Lerms. So, I appreciate the attempt.
I feel like one team didn't get the memo.
Only one player got the memo.
I think they should talk to each other before we do the next game. This just looks like more tryhard stuff. This didn't look like stupidity. This was not what I was promised. Oh, Jay, I want to speak to the manager.
All right. Can I get? Okay, which team had the win there? That was.
All right, so switching over to game 3, which 10 minutes skirmish or mech factory.
Okay, I got the stats up on the screen here. Hopefully everyone can see that. Except Snuggles time maybe doesn't have the stats on us in front of him. But what we've got here, the custom gaming chair with that direwolf UAC, bringing the tryhard triple UAC 5, dual UAC 10 mid-range DACA build. 657. Took both the kills as well. Wyatt ate a bunch of Lerms, but still put out 300 damage even before losing that side torso. And Buck Maddock with that LRM Blood Asp puts out 540 damage, which is quite a lot of damage. But that LRM, they're non-Artemis. There's a lot of spread on that, so just didn't get the job done there. Sneck with that Orion 2CA playing the hybrid, or that was a pure brawl build. That was the LBX 20 Mass SRM 6 Artemis, I believe, with 364, but couldn't hold off the push long enough for the LRMs to get the job done. Damage on both teams is very close. but the spread of the damage is a little bit different with the LRMs than with the UAX. Alright, we got one more duel coming up here. This is between a light and a medium mech, and they are playing on Mech Factory. So both teams bring a light, both teams bring a medium, and we see who walks away with the points. Alright, just getting the teams back in the lobby here with the correct players, and shouldn't take too long here. So now with the whole kernel having won 2 of the mini drops that comprise drop 1, I believe they have a drop win overall for drop 1, which is worth 5 points. On top of the points they're getting for killing mechs, or however the point works for drop 1. A little bit complex. I need to actually read that up. Maybe a little bit later when I have a little bit more time. I think my spreadsheet is correctly calculating things, in which case I have a total of 8 points for the whole kernel, and so far 0 points for your wives' boyfriends. So there's 5 kill points because they got 1 point for the 1v1, and then 4 points for the 2v2 as they wiped the opposing team. And then they get 5 points for having a drop win. They won 2 out of the 3 mini drops, so they are awarded with a drop win. There's still one more mini drop to be played out here, which is going to be worth a total of 4 points to whichever team managed to secure it. Assuming I understand the scoring here correctly for this drop 1 and all the mini drops that make it up. So off to a good lead here for the whole kernel, but still plenty of time for your wives' boyfriends to come back in this.
Just they they went to the store and they didn't have enough Nintendo Switches. All right, so a little bit of the drama going on in the lobby, I guess. Some confusion. All right, looked like we might have had a repeat player trying to sort that out. You guys probably can't see it, but that's what the holdup is at the moment. Why we're not getting in some good old fashioned mech on mech action.
Yeah.
So right now we got Team 2, which is Ramen and Stool Softener. They appear to be set, and then we're just waiting on Zell's team for another player.
Yeah, I hope that they've got an appropriate number of players.
Mm-hmm. So this match is going to be set to skirmish, Mech Factory, 10 minutes, and first person only. No stock loadouts, no ignoring enhancements. And right now, just talking to fill the dead time.
Yeah, so it's Clan Mechs, Clan Medium, Clan Light. Mech Factory, jump jets are useful in the Mech Factory from my days of playing it in the old Solaris, a little bit in the event queue as well. Um, they're not critical though, so we could see Stormcrow. Stormcrow's a very strong mech in a brawling scenario against other mediums and lights, or we could see I don't know, Black Lantern. I mean, no jump jets, so Shadowcat, but the Shadowcat's not that great at brawling. Um, I don't know what the meta would be here. I would, if I was playing this drop, I would be playing a Stormcrow. There's a small pulse laser Stormcrow that I very much enjoy.
See, I'm very confused because like we're seeing the chat. They're saying we're doing tryhard stuff with stupid builds, but I've only seen one stupid build so far.
Yeah, I would have to agree
So
on that. So that Direwolf,
that was not well. I guess it was stupid in the sense it was stupid overpowered, but
it's not
um,
quite the most common meta Direwolf. It's not the Gauss Ear Large. It's not the Mass AC2,
mhm.
but the 2 UAC 10, 3 UAC 5. That is a
that thing fucks.
yeah. That's a real build. That's not a joke.
Yeah.
That's not messing around. I mean, that's probably like the third best Direwolf build, maybe the fourth best.
Even the Orions, like
No,
SRMs and
those
shotguns, like what?
those Orions
It's
are
just
pure meta.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I, I, I feel like I feel like we got a little bait and switch here. Like I came over here expecting to see a whole bunch of like heavy machine guns and
I
streaks.
mean,
Uh,
if this is their idea of off meta, like we're just gonna be seeing like
yeah,
B tier meta throughout the whole thing. This isn't.
yeah.
Um,
Instead of an ERPPC, I put a large pulse in. Look at me,
oh,
I'm shaking things up.
so what we've got here is a comment that they're going to charge PGI for the no-shows. Now, one of these teams has a pair of
Mhm.
PGI employees on it. KDCM,
Oh,
the whole kernel has Krasdek and Frostbite, who are both PGI employees. Krasdax is the current map guy. He's been in that role for, what is it, 9 months now?
mhm.
And Frostbite, I don't know if it's a transfer over from PGI or something, but they're newer to working on MWO, is my understanding. I don't actually know what they do there, but they are a PGI employee, so they're playing competitive here on a KDCM team. Um, whether or
They
not they're here tonight, I don't know.
now this is a fantastic question since they're employed by PGI. Does this guy can they actually count this as like working? Like is this billable time?
I don't know.
Because if it is, then they're also late.
Well, maybe they had to work
And,
late at their real
and
job.
no call no show over. Oh, I mean this gets eyes on the game. It's great advertisement. This starts paying the bills.
All right, I think both teams are readied up here. I mean, they're not exactly
I
using the specific wording, but
oh okay.
I,
Well
I think that they're
I
readied.
see I see green lights. I'm a simple man. I'm gonna hit the yellow button.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right. Oh man.
It's good to see PGI, if their employees participating in the competitive scene or taking an interest in it. I mean, this isn't what game developers are really targeted to. Competitive is not the main
Oh, it's still
aspect
nice to
here.
see that they actually are involved in this. I mean, this is such an improvement to the other stuff. I mean, if they actually showed up, but other than me just being bitter and throwing shade, it would have been nice to see him.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got a Hunchback 2C and an Incubi.
yeah. The Hunchback 2C for Raymond is two LBX 20s. Incubus
And
is a
we got your
Flamer SRM 6. Okay, so we do have Flamers on the field. Flamers are not banned.
okay.
A Stormcrow with SRM 6 Artemis, that is a set of 8 build if they built it on the B, but they did not.
Okay, so are we ready for a spicy joke? All right, I think might be the first one. I really hope Flamers were not banned given what month it is.
Yeah, well, we'll see if those Flamers are effective. There's only 3 SRM 6s backing that up, so that is not the high DPS that this Mislinks with Heavy Machine Gun and the Micro Pulse has.
Yeah.
That build on the
Okay, so
Mislinks is either stripping armor or taking very little ammo in order to bring those Micro Pulse
all
lasers
right.
as well. We have,
We got a good old scramble. Everyone's fully and
yeah, it's, oh,
decisively
we've got the
engaged.
Stormcrow in the back here. Big hit on the Incubus. Incubus is open in the rear. Now flaming the
Here's
Stormcrow.
it's gonna try and lock him down. We'll see if that the machine guns can pull it off with against that Hunchback 2C. All right, here we go, starting to lock down that Stormcrow.
Stormcrow should be overheated, but they're not going to power down. They're just, oh, Zelnaga lost something there and goes down.
Oh,
What
let's
was
see if
that?
the
Center
Hunchback
torso.
is. So if the Mislinks is able to down the Hunchback or at least cripple him, he might be able to stay in the
Yeah,
fight.
Hunchback has lost a side torso from the rear, and the Incubus is gone down. So this
Oh,
is
now
very,
Mislinks
very
is
close.
still in the game. Let's see if he can de-arm him or.
Now, Mislinks has an open
I think the
leg.
Mislinks is doing this.
I think so as
I-
well. Hunchback is 50%. Oh, Hunchback has no weapons. Hunchback is...
Oh, definitely.
Yep. That's the win there. Mislinks Squishy coming out with the win. Got the rear off of that Hunchback to cut the DPS and then picked up the kill. So, nicely done.
This was a lot closer to stupid builds.
Yes and
It's
no.
still slightly try hard. I mean, I just
That Mislinks, it's not... It's modified for the 1v1. I would consider it to be meta. And,
all right. So we're I want to see like a Hunchback boating like 6 tag lasers for no reason. You know, doesn't have anything, and then or any lock-on weapons. Just tag lasers for the rave. That would be fun. I feel like we're gonna have to talk to KDCM. They need to step their game up with the goofy shit because I've only seen one kind of dumb stuff.
yeah, well, we'll see. The thing is, when you take comp players and you put them in a room and you shake it up and then you tell them to play silly stuff, they're still going to come out with competitive stuff. They're not actually going to take it off. They might have the intention of it, but then they're going to bring out things like, a slightly off meta direwolf, and they'll call that the silly stuff, right? And it's like, well, no, it isn't.
This would have been significantly more entertaining if we just didn't tell them and at the last second switch to stock loadouts.
Oh,
Just surprise them. It'd probably ruffle a lot of jimmies.
yeah,
And,
that
a
would
lot of people would be upset, but holy shit, that would be entertaining.
Yes and no. I mean, stock clan mechs might actually still be viable.
Yeah, but they're going against other stock clan mechs. If it was like stock IS versus stock clan, that would just be that would be unfair.
Yeah, no, stock IS is just I played Stock Worlds. I think you played Stock Worlds. That was a frustrating,
fun.
boring, annoying.
Oh, it was so much fun.
It was. I mean, every mech had a random LRM. Your kitchen sinking your weapon groups. Your back tanking intentionally. And the light mechs were slow, so like cap control was wonky. And I don't know. It was
It was fun. It was so much fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't know. Stock mech mode with clans would be different, and it might actually be an enjoyable time. I'm not sure, but we're headed on to we're doing 5v5 drops from here on out. We've got 4 more drops to go through. That was drop 1 that we just wrapped up. It took 3 parts, but it's finally done. Now we're on to drop 2. Drop 2, we're doing 1 cap conquest. That's the Theta cap down in the low ground is the only legal cap to get until the opponent team has been wiped out. 5v5 200-ton limit, and they may not have more than 4 of a single chassis used throughout the entire match, excluding the 1v1 and 2v2 portion. So they can bring all 4 Vipers in the first drop, and they can't use any more Vipers for the rest of the match, or see how things go out with a 200-ton limit. You can bring 5 40-ton mechs. So the Viper, the Arctic Wolf, those are instantly on the mind. But
I have such a weird relationship with the Viper. Like, it was just an absolute joke for the longest time, and that's why I loved it. And then it got sort of good, and then it triggered my inner hipster, and I had to go find my next trash mech.
okay, so the PGI guy showed up. or one of the
Oh,
PGI guys. Krasdak is in the house.
nice.
Okay, so yeah, Frozen City Night Classic. It's probably going to be brawly. 200 tons. That's fast max,
Mm.
and they're playing one cap. So there are ways to play range on this map with this one cap. But I don't know. I don't think we're going to see it here from these KDCM teams.
Uh, I, I'm just hoping like we get a good tunnel fight. When was the last time we had a good tunnel fight?
Oh, in comp, that's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, for good reason because you're fighting in a tunnel and it's start quoting the Inglorious Bastard scene. It's like,
Yeah, 5v5 isn't quite as crowded as 8v8.
Mhm.
You'd still struggle to get 5 mechs able to rotate out for armor and actually be able to shoot in a tunnel, but you might see it. I saw players who moved toward the tunnel as a team strat. They, I think, sat outside waiting for the opponents to come through. The opponents didn't, so um, yeah, I'm not sure.
oh, got a little bit of salt in the chat. Somebody just called for a DQ.
Oh boy, somebody go over the time.
No, that's like Squishy can't fight in this. DQ. Oh man! Somebody asked who we are, so I know it's like a 5-minute delay by the time they hear this. But would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Therax, one of the main casters here, and joining me for the co-cast we have Snuggles Time, who has been around for a while as a streamer and caster YouTuber. I think you did casting before, like 5 years ago
Yeah.
or something, right?
Yeah, I stopped in 2019 when my little girl was born, and then I had like negative free time. So yeah, it's
Yeah, I think
that was kind of the end of the channel, and then I've been slowly regaining my free time back.
yeah, back when I was first getting into competitive MWO, I think you were casting some matches. I don't remember if you cast any of mine or not, but I know that you were casting some of the
Probably
ones that I
not.
watched. So
Yeah, you can't miss the first couple of years. That's how you raise a stripper, and it's definitely not what I'm trying to do. So, between Mech Warrior and raising a stripper, I'm sorry, gents, I love you, but I don't want to do that. So,
yeah, so we've got both teams locked, I think.
yep, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5-ton difference between the two teams.
Yeah, 195 versus 200.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is where just the quick stock loadout button and then hitting launch. Oh no! Everyone has to re-ready up. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, no, we better do this straight.
Uh,
So ready to
oh,
launch whenever you are.
see, but this is the perfect month not to do it straight. Oh, I'm gonna get us kicked off Twitch. It's gonna be amazing. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. All right. Uh, this is where it'd be great to just throw out like unsolicited dad jokes in these times, but I can't remember any short ones. I just remember all these really long, drawn out dad jokes.
Yeah, well, we'll see here. I think we're
Yeah.
gonna get this. This is gonna be a quick fight
Mm.
if I anticipate things
All
correctly.
right. Yeah, we got a huntsman separated from the team or his team, and then we have an adder, Miss Link, Stormcrow, and Incubi.
Okay, we do have a silly build on the field.
Oh,
Multiple silly
oh,
builds. Now we got non-meta here.
oh! Finally, took how many matches?
Whoa, these are crazy builds.
Oh,
Now
good.
that's only one team. Now, what's on the other team? That's did they meet them with a crazy challenge or not? That looks meta. That's pretty close to meta. More meta. Okay, Cougar's not really meta. I'll give him that. And then a Nova. Well, all right, that's a little bit off meta. So we've got a mix of I don't even know what was that UAC 10 large pulse laser LBX 20 with a ERPPC SRM mislinks, and they're playing low ground here for Team 2 in the red, that would be your wives' boyfriends. They're playing a low ground brawl strat. They brought a brawl adder. I mean, that's as far off meta as you can get right now, I feel. How slow is this Incubus? Oh, it's triple LBX2. Okay, yeah.
All right, all right.
Okay, so it's doing
Okay,
what, like
okay.
60 kph?
All
Um,
right, I'm feeling this one.
Now, they have a range advantage here, and they got the assignment, so we'll see how this works out, because we've got heavy
So
large
right.
lasers on the Stormcrow for squishy
Mhm.
IV4. So there is some
So
range on KDCM, the whole kernel, but they're also bringing UAC 20 Cougar, heavy large lasers on
so
those Incubus, both of them, I believe. So
right now we're in the junior high dance phase. Everyone is against the wall and doesn't want to interact in the center. So I'm sorry for the boringness, but just
yeah,
kind of feeling it out. Somebody's kind of get the courage to walk over and ask them to dance. We
well,
just need to wait for Cotton Eye Joe to come on.
Stool Softener needs time to get into position. This is the world's slowest light mech right now.
that that is a medically true statement.
I want to check actually what is the speed on this thing. 58 kph pinned to the wall.
Mm,
So
mm. I'm a fan.
yeah.
I'm a fan.
Now what they're doing with this is they're trying to get into a location where they can cover theta with their range,
Mhm.
playing on the edge of the map, because there's about 500 meters from this ice
Mhm.
wall down to where the light mech is
Oh,
setting
here we
up.
go. Here we go. It's happening. Cotton Eye Joe came on.
Okay, so this is a peek and poke. They're
Oh,
not brawling yet. Now that the Nova's here, the Nova is a brawl mech. Are they going to hold up, or are they going to push in? No, they're
I
holding up.
oh,
Buckmatic
oh,
has
Zell's.
lost an arm and
I
goes
think
down center torso. Wow.
there we are. There we are. Zell team just needs to murder ball in.
Nova's powered down. Wyatt Orc. The arm is open on the
All
Nova, and that
right,
would
all
take
right.
out a lot of its firepower if that was focused down. Sneck
Oh, they
is
let Wyatt.
taking a lot of damage there in that Stormcrow. Stormcrow's open CT. Not the best
Wyatt's being the
hitboxes.
sacrificial lamb, drawing all the attention. Boom. There we go. Sneck's down.
So Stool Softener,
Oh,
I don't know
they
how much
want
ammo
Wyatt.
that mech had. I didn't catch that.
This is not going well for red team.
Adder's lost its LBX-20 down to a pair of SRM-6s. That's
Actually, wait
J
a
in
second.
that.
Yeah, Stool hasn't taken any shots yet. This actually might. I
I
think Stool's going to clutch this if it happens.
I don't know how much ammo that Incubus can have.
All those dual machine guns, all that's absolutely going to rip up Stool. No,
Yeah,
no, these two machine gun boats are going to pull it.
yeah, Krasdax and Custom Gaming
Yeah.
Chair taking apart Stool Softener. It's an Incubus fight, but one of them brought range and the others brought meta.
Uh,
So,
yeah, this is this is
and Saber, well, Stool Softener's not firing. I think they
yeah.
lost their ammo there at the end. So this is
Well, they
actually a
probably got
fairly
critted
wounded
out.
Krasdak, nothing open yet. The Mistlinks, that was an SRM Mistlinks,
Mhm.
probably going to struggle to hit the shots here, taking a little bit of heat damage as well. McGraw in that Mistlinks going in.
See, this is what like these are serious builds. Like this is what is this? We came here for some shenanigans, and we're getting semi
Krasdak,
fed. Oh, there we go.
oh, came too
To the
close to the
face.
sun there.
To the face.
So McGraw picked up one kill, but now both legs are open, one arm
Um,
is gone.
I'm rooting for this Mistlinks.
It's
I
uphill
think he do it.
fight.
I think he can do it. I think he can do it.
I mean, they're doing an excellent job here, surviving much longer than I would have expected. But
You see, he was winning up until he died.
Jay calling them out there for playing meta.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is that? Machine gun boats? Like, I'd be a little pissed too if I just brought some really stupid stuff and you get rolled hard with some meta builds.
Yeah, we'll see if this continues
It's a
going
little
forward,
disingenuous.
or does your wife's boyfriends bring out the hardcore meta going forward here, seeing as their
Because
opponents are playing meta.
I mean, the irony is not lost to me that they're getting cucked. That is not lost on me.
Let's just
Yeah,
wait
I
for the
think.
caps to run out here. I'm going to be interested to see
Is
how
that
that
a
LBX2
is
Incubus
that another
did for
banned word I
damage.
can't say on Twitch?
Um, it might be.
It might be. Oh,
Yeah.
I apologize in advance. God, what is the PC term for that? Hmm. I don't suppose the long form of the word's approved either.
Probably not.
Hmm. Okay. Well,
Uh, yeah,
well
just
then,
watching a mech run
Jay's
around
team
a
has
cap.
Jay's team has committed themselves to a one-way open marriage. I think that's the most delicate way I can say that one.
Sure, that's one way of putting it.
Yeah. One side's open, the other one's not. Yep. Running warrior online.
What's a little bit interesting there is where the possessives and plurals are located in that name. And that's probably all I'm going to say about it.
That is slightly interesting, isn't it?
Uh,
Maybe we should ask them in chat. Oh man, ask about. We'll leave it really open ended. We'll ask what's their favorite game on the Switch, and that'll let us know the power dynamic right there. Who answers that question and what their answer is.
all right, caps finally ticked over, so it's
The
another
game
win.
really should have ended when they took Theta. I don't know why it didn't auto calculate out.
The math just isn't done right in these cap situations in terms of ending the game.
Jay's over here just rolling in chat. Fix it, PGI man.
It's a low priority. It
Yeah.
doesn't impact quick plays, so.
I know the audience can't see this, but as soon as I load back into lobby, I'm going to engage in some verbal trolling in chat. I'll let you guys know if I get any good hooks on the fishing line.
All right, so we've actually got kills coming back there for your wives' boyfriends. They picked up some points. They are now up to 9 points for your wives' boyfriends to the 28 points of the whole kernel. We're going to run through the damage here real quick. Custom gaming chair coming out with a 575 and that meta incubus. Krasdex in another meta incubus with 400 damage. The Nova did not do as well. It's a Nova. McGraw coming out with a 374 in the mislinks with the SRMs. Stool Softener with that LBX2 Incubus puts out nearly 400 damage. Quite impressive for an LBX2 Incubus, but he was Stool Softener was free farming that entire time. And what we have here is a very close match between meta and not meta. So well done for not meta bringing it that close.
All right, so let's see here. Drop 3. We're going to be on Caustic, Conquest, and 12 minutes this time. Getting a little spicy. Oh, we did 12 minutes last time. Okay, Therex, we've had a request for the dad joke, so
Okay. What do you have?
Well, it's actually a bit of a business dad joke. So, you've decided you want to start a beekeeping, or you want to be a beekeeper, and you find another beekeeper in which you're willing to sell you some bees. So to start your own colony, he's going to sell you a queen bee and 10 worker bees. Now, to make sure that you do have enough for the right home, so in case something happens, like during transport, if one of the bees dies, he decides to give you one extra bee. What do you call that extra bee?
A spare bee. Well, I do not have a quick answer here.
It's a freebie.
Yeah, okay. I was overthinking it. That's on me.
All right, and then actually, a management story. So, little bunnies in a field, and actually, now let me just see how that first dad joke hit before continuing on. Otherwise, it's just
Fair enough.
I don't know if I want to torture torture everyone watching this.
Well, you've got 5 minutes here to.
I do. Oh God, that is okay. Okay,
That's a
so
long time to wait.
That all right. We're just gonna launch into it then. Executive decision. So little bunnies in the field after it finished raining, and his fur is just drenched. The grass around him is drenched. The ground is wet. He's just not having a good time. He's cold. He's wet, and he looks up and he sees a crow in the tree, and the crow just has his wings all spread out, and the sun's kind of He's like, Mr. Crow, what are you doing? He's like, well, I'm putting my wings out and letting the sun dry me off. And he's like, oh, seems like a good idea. So little bunny jumps up on the rock, puts his arms out, and just starts letting the sun do its work. And then a massive fucking hawk swoops down, snatches the bunny up, and eats him. Now, the moral of the story: if you're going to stand around and do nothing, make sure you're high up. And there's my management dad joke.
All right, all right. So,
Great little joke to live your life by. You guys listening, all like 62 of you, can now mark that down in your resume that you've gone through Snuggles time management training course. Yeah, I might get you a raise. I don't know.
not with a name like Snuggles Time. Need to professionalize that a little bit.
You're right. I need. God, what? Yeah.
Could we do an abbreviation for your first name? S.time?
No, ST Concepts or ST Consulting. There we go. ST Consulting.
Consulting, yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm. There we are.
All right, we're just waiting for the players to ready up for the next drop. We have a 300-ton limit on this next one. It's Caustic Valley Conquest with the central point, Theta, being the legal cap point. So we'll see if teams are going for a brawl rush at that central location on the map, or if they're going to play the outside rim with some range. I've seen both. Tonnage on this drop, very favorable to playing either brawl or range, as you can have a little bit of variety in terms of what mechs you bring there. Ryan 2C is
Okay.
something I've seen.
So we got both teams said locked. So we have 290 tons, so 10 short of the limit on team one, and then 295 tons. However, tonnage doesn't mean anything if one team is only running stupid builds and the other one's bringing meta. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, we've got somebody who is indicated that they're bringing meta, so we'll see here.
But that's the person they're on the team that's been bringing the meta, so it's, I don't know if that's a threat or if that's just them being honest.
Well, both teams are locked, so let's get in there and see what they have.
Okay. All right, launching. All right, so now I got to keep up with chat. Let's see your KDCM on KDCM violence. Say it ain't so. Oh, it's Lady Wolf. Lady Wolf's in here. We have our own MWO celebrity. Or is it royalty? Since she is indeed a lady. But I don't know if she. Yeah. Nope, I'm overthinking it.
All right, just waiting for the teams to get in here.
Mm-hmm. Like, no joke though, the hot drop animation, I know it was added like years ago, but one of the best things I've ever added to the game.
All right, we've got teams coming in. Team 1, which is the whole Kernal. They are bringing Huntsman, Hunchback 2CA, Viper Eagle, Linebacker, Summoner. Now, I need to check these builds to see if they brought meta or not. No, medium pulse on that line on that Hunchback 2C. Ultra 20 on the red line linebacker. There's some sort of set of 8 on some of those linebackers. We've got streaks on the Huntsman, ATMs on the Summoner, and ATMs on the Vapor Eagle. So that is off meta.
It's not stupid though. That's
it's old meta.
Well, old meta's not dumb though. You can still do a lot of work with old meta.
So we've got Ultra 2s on Jade Kite and on the Ebon Jaguar, UAC 10 on the Hero Arctic Wolf.
So, like, I'm seeing an LRM boat. I feel like they understood the assignment.
That linebacker that Jay brought has quirks for those triple UAC 2. And then we've got... Oh, that is a pure meta build Hunchback 2CA with ear large, ear mead. So... we got range builds camping on a hill, but they did not get the center, so they are pushing forward now against non-meta, a lot of lock-on missiles here from the whole Kernal.
I feel like we're going to have to pull these guys aside and kind of explain to them what the assignment was. It just... This is not stupid builds. They're playing last year's meta like it's dumb.
I don't want to tell KDCM what to do, but it does look like somebody is failing the assignment, if we understand the assignment correctly.
most parties involved. I was told this was going to be stupid, hence why I was involved. For all the derpiness. It's kind of like my thing, and I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing a lot of try hard stuff.
I, okay, so
For,
both teams brought non-meta linebackers. I'll give them that. I don't think anyone was expecting an Arctic Wolf with the UAC 10s to be played in competitive. So there is some yeah, that's
right,
a that's seven
we're
Ultra 2
grasping
on the
at
Jade
straws.
Kite. So that is
We're
off meta
grasping
as
at
well.
straws here.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Oh, so Sneck just is isolated. Hopefully, the other team can react
Jade
and
Kite
get
is
him.
legged
Yep,
and side torsoed.
he is getting punished
Yeah,
for being on his own program right now.
a lot of missiles coming in at Snack.
Yeah.
30% going down there.
Boom. There it is. They were
The
able to
first
react in
kill goes
time.
down in the favor of the whole Kernal.
Okay, so the Ebon Jaguar is out on its own a little bit, but that's okay because it's ranged. All right, so now we're starting to get the flank and spank coming in.
A lot of
That is a
damage here,
lot.
but these mechs are... It's
That's a
spread
lot of
damage.
UAVs. That is a lot of UAVs up. Just had what, 4 from one team?
Yeah, Buckmatic lost a side torso. Cooking to death
Oh, there
goes
goes Buck.
down. Um, Nothing open on
All
J
right.
yet that matters. And, okay, the Blood
I
Kite
think.
is cherry
Oh, they're
red
gonna hard focus
CT, but
Jay.
still
Jay's about
armored.
to go down. All right, Jay's just death charging in. See what he's getting. All right. Stools. No, I think the Ebon Jaguar is gonna be. Oh, Stools. Yeah.
Yeah,
Flank
Evan
and
Jag's the
spank.
last one left. Both legs are open. Probably stripped a lot of armor there for the weaponry and ammo, would be my guess. And
Yeah.
McGraw's making a last stand here against the filthy Lurmers and is about to go down.
Yeah. This did not feel like a stupid build or a stupid match.
I mean, these are off meta, non meta. I would even say
Oh.
with that linebacker with the UAC 20, that is something.
Oh, you're being so polite about it.
I'm not going to call a UAC 20 linebacker meta. That is out there.
Hey, that's not stupid either. That thing still fucks.
I, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to disagree there. I would consider that
Like
to be within the spirit of the
if
agreement, as I understand it.
if I came around the corner and I saw an Ultra 20 linebacker, I would not kind of chuckle to myself and say like, "Oh, that's dumb." I would immediately like start torso twisting and show it. I don't
Well,
want to eat that UAC.
I would definitely start torso twisting as well, but I would still consider it to be dumb. That's maybe the difference between us here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do some really dumb things like. See, my version of dumb is like throwing 2 LB10s on a Raven and strip all of the armor off and hoping for the best.
All right, let's pull up the stats here.
Ugh.
So what do we got? Top damage out of that ATM3 Summoner B that is being played by Squishy IV4. 584, not even that high of a damage total, considering it's ATMs. The spread is probably relatively tight on the ATM3s, though. Custom gaming chair playing the ATM12 Beagle, coming out with almost 500 as well. Krasdax playing that Hunchback 2CA. That was the 8 medium pulse one, has almost 500 damage as well. A little bit lower on the linebacker and the streak huntsman. Top damage from the KDCM, your wife's boyfriend's team, has Sneck with the Jade Kite, 350 with that 7 UAC 2 build. The rest of the team a fair bit lower. Playing some shenanigans there for the most part. But yeah,
Oh,
the
so
ATMs had time to
awesome.
farm damage there, so that ended up being the win
Okay,
at the end.
now we're going to Hibernal Rift. And of course, the spectator is talking the most amount of shit in chat right now. You guys can't see it, but I just want to let you know that's what I'm doing. Absolutely no skin in the game, so I'm just letting it go like there's going to be no consequences.
Yeah, so how's the stream running is kind of what I'm wondering right now, because I'm doing a little bit of different stuff here than I have in the past. and I'm not seeing complaints in chat, so I'm assuming it's working.
It's looking really good.
Well, that is good news. Yeah, I'm not getting told that I'm dropping frames, so I'm assuming it's good then. Okay, so we're doing the next drop here. Drop 4 is going to be 400 ton limit for each team. We're doing Conquest on the Kappa Cap of Hibernal Rift. It's off to the side. Both teams have equal access to it. There's a little bit of cover there. You can play low ground, high ground. Both are relatively viable. You can the trench gives cover. Generally in MWO you want high ground, but the way that the setup is around Kappa with a trench, you can play low ground and just blast whoever decides to skyline themselves for the peak from the high ground. But given these teams and how things have been played out so far, I don't know what they're going to do here.
Well, it seems like I may have shooken things up by talking a grip of shit in chat. I don't want to spoil it, but if they actually follow through with what they're typing out, this might be more. I shouldn't say might. This will be more entertaining than what we've seen, in terms of stupid builds.
Well, yeah,
That's if it pans out, though. They could just be trolling me, and getting my hopes up. After all, like, hope is the first step down the path of disappointment.
yeah, this is going to be. I don't know. I can't predict what these teams are doing. um,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any point in trying. So, yeah. Now, if we do care about keeping score here, KDCM, the whole kernel, is basically doing the clean sweep right now. 42 points to 9 for KDCM, your wives' boyfriends, with that 9 points, which is pretty significant here in terms of a gap.
But I feel like everyone here has just misunderstood what the point of this was. So I don't feel like the points really matter.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm a little salty about this.
well, you've got a division that, in theory, is playing funny stuff, and then in actuality, there's disagreement as to what funny stuff is. So, but that's just how it's going to be whenever you get competitive players who, they want to win, and if you don't have a specific defined
Right, that is
of what
that is
is
true.
or is not a troll build, they're going to be playing, toward the good end of the troll build. Like, we've got that
Mm-hmm.
SRM4 mislinks. You almost never see that in quick play. You never see it in comp, but it's actually a genuinely good build. It's just not quite as good as the build that is meta for it. It's like the third best build or something. It's not like it's kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Or like the 8 medium pulse Hunchback 2 CA. There was a
That's still
time where
terrifying.
people were arguing that was a good build, and then you just saw it drop off in quick play. It's not the meta, but at one time that was like, what, the second, third most popular build on that mech?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, but then we're also taking the rules from the 12v12 meta and we're extrapolating it down to a 5v5. So like
Yeah.
5v5 and you get an all medium pulse hunchback 2C on there, and that thing is terrifying. Maybe not in a 12v12 where you have your teammates to mitigate some of it, and your ranged people to just pepper it and season it up for you, so you don't end up eating that whole thing raw. But in a 5v5 like this, that's scary.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to see next. Like, some of these have been playing toward the quirks, which.
See, like chat's also like Blazer P brings up a good point. It's like, is this highest or lowest score wins?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, if they're doing shenanigans in their division, then, like, winning the shenanigans division, does that just mean that you didn't play enough shenanigans? Or,
I feel that's true because I mean, what other division are you just going to have like 4 teams from KDCM, like, and no other teams like this? the organization of it just screams shenanigans. I mean, I spoke to Jay before doing it, and he said it was going to be stupid builds. So like as per KDCM's, God, I almost said management. That is, KDCM's more like a cabal. Let's be honest
Oh,
here, but what?
gotta interrupt you here. We need to actually switch
Yes.
switch teams here, switch sides.
Oh,
I need to remember to do that in the overlay here before I forget. Yeah, I
okay.
forgot there was a switch over after drop 3.
All right. So I just start moving. Team 1 becomes Team 2.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
just drag players onto each other and then it'll swap them. Okay, yeah, so yeah, we got that team switch happening here. I was basically forgetting it, so that is now we're on top of things once again.
All right. So Jay's team just put locked out. They're coming in at 405 tons.
Um,
Oh wait, he said never mind. I think we just realized he's 5 tons over.
okay, good.
Here we go. 400 tons. All right.
I mean, it's up to the teams to report each other if they don't follow the rules. Not my job, but probably still want to be complying with the drop rules, even if they are doing funny shenanigans.
Well, we have yet to see funny shenanigans. Yeah, I'm just being salty about it all.
It's
I
not
will
up to your
pass it.
standards, and that's fair.
It is not. It is not. I will pacify my memories. All right. Team 2 is coming in at oh good, they changed it. It was going to be 360 tons. I was like, all right. So 390 tons. Both team or one team's locked. Still waiting on locking from Zell's team. Yeah. Oh, there we got the lock. Okay, and we are launching. All right. And back to chat. This is where I'm used to like the 20-second delay.
Yeah. A little bit longer
But
than
it
20
does.
seconds here.
Yeah, it's just a smidge, just a smidge. All right, so I just did 2 bad dad jokes. It's your turn.
Oh, come on.
Oh, we're at a 2-0 ratio.
I don't have any dad jokes. I'm not qualified for that.
Oh, all right. So Cell's team, we have a Cody. We got a 1 Care Bear. Let's see here. Blood Asp, Warhammer Supernova, and a Arctic Cheater. 1 Legendary Mech.
All right, we've got time to go through these builds because they're doing
So far
shenanigans.
apart.
They're doing some
Yes.
sort of a duel, an agreed upon duel, between Trial Blood Asps, I believe is what they put in chat.
Oh, they're actually doing it. Okay, sweet.
So
All right.
yeah,
So we have.
we've got funny builds here, but that's these Blood Asps while they're making their way over. I'm just gonna pull up all these builds here for everyone to see. They're all standing still.
Jay brought us Executioner. Stools and a Timberwolf. Buck is in a Summoner. And we have our Blood Asps converging on Kappa. Squishy's taking the high road. Sneck's on the low ground. They should be line of sight any second now.
All right, so we've got.
They are definitely speaking to the rules then.
Okay.
They have an open fire.
What were the rules specifically?
I think they were going to go back to back.
Okay.
Count some paces. All right. This is what this is what I came for.
Okay, so we've got 2 Blood Asps back to back, or trying to get back to back. Somebody pop a UAV, and then you can actually, tell or. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And then somebody's going to count it down. Okay, go at
Oh,
10:20. That works for me.
this is my left nipple's hard.
Okay, they're walking out. Now,
Okay.
how far are they going? Oh, we got
Oh,
a.
Squishy's already turned. It seems like some shady shit's going on because Sneck hasn't turned yet.
There we go. First
And we
shots are
are.
out.
Sneck is taking an beating.
Now,
Squishy's winning the exchanges over here.
Squishy turned around first,
He
so
did.
not sure if that was a violation of whatever rules they agreed to or not. Sneck is looking like they might actually end up using cover here.
All right, Sneck has my support right now.
Sneck has been
Obviously,
halved
because
and is open CT.
well, I don't want to step on Sneck. Oh, Squishy got Sneck.
The Sneck is down. Now, is Squishy taking the cap? Yes. Okay, that'll give team a serious advantage. They're up a mech.
Spoils the victory. Now
They're also up a
let's
cap.
see. Now the cheeky thing would do is get your fast movers in there and take out Squishy, so they're down one mech. But that's also kind of what might be expected. So Jay's team is.
Okay,
Oh
team.
wait. Oh, they're calling it back. They're. I guess there was a. They forgot about a rule or something, so I guess
Okay.
the teams are resetting.
So we have. I'm going to go through the build. Supernova Seraph. That is the. Wait, that's a legendary mech. Those are banned according to the rule set. Anyway, UAG 20 ERPPC. We've got a Warhammer with LRMs and tag, an Arctic Cheetah with Narc and ER small. And I missed one mech. I know. I forget what it was. Summoner with SRMs. That's pretty tryhard. Executioner with LBX 20 ERP and a single SRM 6. And then a Timberwolf with a Brawl build. Heavy machine gun. That's off meta, but not a joke build. Then we've got one more mech. It's another summoner in the back with SRMs. I saw that earlier. So there's a Narc here.
Right.
We don't get to see Narcs as the spectator, but I believe that Timberwolf is Narc, be my guess. Fuel Softener appears
That
to
would
be
be a good
eating some
target, too,
LRMs.
The team needs to go in there and save Stool.
Well,
All right, good decisive. So hopefully Jay's team can absolutely face fuck Kraz over here.
yeah,
Get him out
Kraz's
of the
Seraph
game.
is powered down and
There,
dead.
boom.
Kodiak
they need
with
to
the
keep
UAC 20 and UAC 10s.
So they need to keep that momentum going into the Kodiak. Yes, good.
LRM boat's already taken heat damage and will be not properly able to defend themselves against the onslaught that's coming their way.
Yeah, shoot the Warhammer as you're passing by and go onto the
Yeah.
Arctic Cheetah. Yes, so classic death ball.
That Arctic Cheetah
Very
does
good.
not have a lot of direct fire weaponry, just 4 ER small on that mech there.
This still seems a little too try hard, but I did like the change in venue for the very first one. That was nice.
An agreed
Hopefully we get
upon
more of
duel
that.
to kick things off. That works for me.
Yes.
Now this Arctic Cheetah has no hope of really doing much of anything. Maybe could pick up a kill. Kills are worth 2 points each. If
Oh, pop
Wyatt
UAV.
or could turn and find a victim.
I think Stool or Jay is gonna be the ones that. Oh hey. Oh, I guess Squish is yelling out something illegal. Snack
Yeah,
also called illegal.
probably just realized the legendary mech got used.
Yep.
The pay to win didn't work out though, so
That I guess that's true.
no harm, no foul.
All right. Oh, we got.
We have a duel here. The summoner,
Yes.
a lot of heat damage on
Oh.
that summoner, but that Arctic Cheetah is leg now.
Mm-hmm.
Open CT on that summoner B, but
Yeah, there we go.
Buckmatic picks up
Yeah.
the kill, gets the cap, and wins the match.
Yep. Sub 50-meter fight with an SRM boat. Just it's not. Usually doesn't turn out well for you unless you
I mean,
can outburst damage that.
probably another like 3, maybe 4 volleys of that 4 ER small would have been enough to take out the CT on that summoner. But that's asking for a lot from that Arctic Cheetah.
Yeah. Yeah, especially didn't have the armor. And may have had the speed to trade, but not after losing that leg.
We have a little bit of a duel over on Theta.
Oh,
Jay goes down. That's worth 2 points.
is it really worth 2 points? He does that often,
Well, it's a dead
and for not a
mech,
lot of
so
coercion.
I'm counting it.
Counts as a kill rate. Actually, which team does that count for?
I would count that for the team that has the against the team that has the dead mech. So that's 2 points going the way of your wife's boyfriend. No, they switched sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 2 points going the way of the whole Kernal, which already was running away with the match here in terms of points. So they didn't need that.
Say, do they need any more?
Well, McGraw decided that they did. So there they have it.
Yeah. I guess sometimes sometimes you're the husband, sometimes you're the wife's boyfriend. So I guess that time Jay was definitely the husband.
We've gathered enough resources. This triumph will provide us huge tactical benefit.
Hopefully that was a little more entertaining.
Yeah, well, I mean, a duel is always a little bit of something.
Yeah. That was exciting. Squishy getting 343 damage. Snack on. Oh, chat is giving it to Squishy.
What did they do wrong? Turning a little bit early? That's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm. It's like I turned early, but if you look, I waited to shoot. No, chat is not having it.
Well, they did delay shooting. It was very obvious that they did. So,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna call them out. I also don't know what the agreed upon number of paces were, or what that was.
I mean, this is the court of public opinion, and it's not looking good for Squishy. All right, so let's go ahead and get the for next one. Let's see here, drop 4.
Yeah, we're going to Viridian Bog with no tonnage
Mm-hmm.
limit. Up to 500 tons is how it works out.
Conquest Bog. All right.
I guess I will run through the damage here real quick. So the dueling mechs, hard to tell exactly because the winner of the duel goes on to put out a little bit more damage after. But so yeah, we're looking at 500 damage for Buckmatic in the Summoner, 500 for Steel Softener in the Brawling Timberwolf. Jay in that Executioner with the ERP LBX-20 SRM 6 Artemis, I think was the build, put out a 500 damage as well. Quite respectable for what they were saying was a set of 8 build. I don't know if that's stock or not. Custom gaming chair with the LRM Warhammer 2C2, 500 damage. And then we've got one of the Blood Ass, but that, I mean, they were dueling, so it's hard to tell how much damage from the duel, how much was after. Yeah, Legendary Mech only comes out with 250 damage there from Krasdax. So, I guess we can't complain about pay to win anymore.
Yeah, that's
I mean, these builds are hard to tell. Who's
they do not meet my seal of approval for stupid builds.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some talk with KDCM about this after the match is done, of course.
Yeah. So team damage here. McGraw comes out with 500 or 450 team damage. That was after the fight, though. Jay has 88 team damage. How much of that was in the fight versus after it? Stool Softener, 18 points of team damage, but I don't think they were shooting teammates after the fight, so that's probably unintentional team damage. Or
I think McGraw did a Michael Bay and dropped a didn't he drop a strike and make everyone walk through it? I mean, it looks really cool and badass, but it is spreading a lot of team damage out.
I might have
I
missed
don't
that.
see, I don't see Jay rolling 400 something damage of, team damage.
Yeah, yeah, that would seem to be a lot of inefficiency against what was probably a wounded mech to start off.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have
so
this?
500 tons from Jay's team locked. Team 2 are sitting at 470, but we still have 2 players yet to be ready. And if memory does serve, you still owe me a dad joke.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. What can I come up with on the spot? I'm not the guy who has the jokes. I didn't come prepared.
Okay, well, I will expect one next time.
I'll have to look one up.
Oh man, yeah, Chad's getting a little spicy over here. Snack over here, and I quote: "Reading is meta." Oh man. So, do we want to remind everybody that no legendaries involved, or do we want to go over the rules again?
We could do that. Yeah. So we're doing conquest 500 tons maximum. Teams can go under as much as they want. Single cap conquest though, on Viridian Bog, the theta point is the cap point out in the lily pads that may or may not be appearing on the individual players' screens. So it's clan mechs only 5v5, and beyond that there aren't any build restrictions. Legendary mechs are banned from this tournament. Everything has to be purchasable in the in-game store for either C-bills or MCs. So they can use hero mechs, but they cannot use the legendary mechs, is basically how it boils down right now. And then when the Stone Rhino comes out, I don't even know when it comes out. That would also not be available for use until it comes out for MC, which is going to be several months down the road. Beyond that, there are rules around chassis duplication or a limit of number of chassis. You can only have 4 of a single chassis throughout the entire match, excluding drop 1, which is made up of all those mini drops. But we are on drop 5 now. But for drop 2, drop 3, drop 4, and drop 5, you cannot exceed 4 uses of a single chassis. What we mean by a chassis is, for example, the summoner. You can use up to 4 summoners either in one drop or spread across all the drops, but you may not use more than 4 summoners. It doesn't matter if you're using summoner primes or summoner bees, they're all under the same chassis restriction. I haven't been keeping track of that. I don't know if the teams have been keeping track of that. You hope that they have been, but
I've just been trying to keep track of stupid.
yeah, I'm trying to catch the builds, see what yeah. This is not what I was expecting when I started this up this evening.
Yeah. If you guys can't see it, for everyone watching on Twitch, but I've been shit talking a lot in match chat. It's like I formally requested more stupid and less builds, and I've proclaimed that they have blue balled me.
Yeah, there was a proposal for an Atlas Rush, which was turned down because that does violate the tournament rules. No IS mechs are allowed.
Okay, we got a lock from Zell's team.
Yeah, what do we?
Did Jay lock the team? Yeah, Jay locked.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
So there's a tonnage difference here: 500 tons versus 460.
60.
Now, does that indicate shenanigans? I don't know anymore.
Just confirming with Jay. That helps if I spell correctly. My public school education is showing through. Good thing you all can't see it. Okay, and we are locked on both ends of green, and we are launching.
All right, there we go.
All right. We got another request on who is casting, but it's gonna be like 5 minutes from now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, your casters to this evening have been Therax and Snuggles Time. Hopefully we're up to par here.
Hopefully.
And I broke
Even
my
though
camera. So just give me a second.
oh my goodness. All right, so we got one Care Bear coming out of Jay's team. Two Care Bears. th- uh, Three Care Bears and two Whales coming out of Jay's team. All right, so we have potential. Although I am seeing a lot of Gauss rifles.
Command coming in.
Yep.
Capture and hold the resource
The
point.
Whales have Gauss
Hostile
and a
beginning
lot of
on way.
DACA coming off the Care Bears from Jay's team. Two Care Bears.
My camera's
We
still
got
broken. I can't fix it.
two Care Bears off Cell's team. We have a Gargle and a Highlander, as well as a Mad Cat Mark II.
All right. Well, in the past I've successfully fixed my camera. Not happening this time.
All right. Um, do we want to tell them to stop moving? Give you a chance
No,
to fix it?
no. I will either figure it out or we'll just deal with it. Um, I've got the screen on. I just can't maneuver properly. That's okay.
All right.
So yeah, we've got direwolves and Kodiaks on gargoyles and Highlander 2Cs. So probably push decks, I would guess, for the most part here.
We do have the Gargle is outflanking right now, coming up behind. I don't think they've been noticed yet.
Are they going for backstabs for whoever attempts to take Theta? Because they did not take Theta
Yeah,
themselves, despite having the advantage to get there with speed.
correct. They have not taken Theta yet, so they have not been noticed. But then again, right now it is a 5v4 gun line on the other end with the Gargle disengaged. Jay's team appears to be doing good exchanges, although they've spread out a bit.
All right, good news. My camera's fixed.
Oh, sweet.
Quad Gauss Kodiak. That is not meta. So we do have some shenanigans here.
Okay, so we're about to get danger close on the Mad Cat Mark II and a Kodiak 3 versus two Care Bear. Oh, that they're gonna walk right into that gun line.
Custom gaming
And
chair's taken a lot of damage already.
yeah, but we are about to get Squishy to engage in that Gargle. Oh, he's been spotted. That is not a good spot to be in. And
Oh,
his team has not supported that sneaky push.
trying to get those back shots didn't succeed. Oh, that's a lot of
Squishy just
damage.
paid really, and
Nothing's open yet, but
two. Zell and Wyatt have just engaged. All right.
that's an LRM Highlander playing up close with Narc.
A huge fan. Love it already.
So half these players are meta, half of them are off meta, and then there's a couple weird builds. Gargoyle goes down in the
Squishy
background.
just went down. Wyatt went just down. That was a very one-sided pincer.
Yeah.
Wrong.
UAC 20, UAC 10. Kodiak here from Stool Softener. Doesn't have the torso pitch to get the shots that it's looking for.
Yeah, Custom's gonna go down soon. He just took way too much to the face.
Now this LRM Highlander is not working out. Zelnaga's
still
trying.
in the fight though. Twisting like a motherfucker.
Legged and getting reared.
There we go. Zell's finally down. That took a lot of damage.
This is a 5v2 now.
Yeah. One's at 40%. The other's 64. Oh, they might get Sneck down.
Okay, so Sneck is worth points if they can get the kill there. Krasnik secures that kill. Probably want to push forward here. Custom gaming chair, don't back up. The custom gaming chair is halved, and yeah.
This is gonna be like that one meme. We just need an added white couch to Krasnik.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of mechs coming in from the back. They didn't see them. Oh, we got some team damage here.
We got some friendly fire. Jay between Stool Softener.
All right. I mean...
At least says you know why. Oh, man.
Yeah, again, a mix of players playing meta and players not playing meta. The game is fairly... This drop is pretty decisive here with only one kill going through for the team that got wiped.
Yeah, I think we should... We're definitely, as you said earlier, I 100% agree with you. We're going to need to define stupid builds in the future. maybe we should not call it stupid builds. Maybe we should say tier 5 builds only.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so half of it's meta, half isn't, and
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. How do you regulate it is the question, right? You're building a rule set within a rule set, and
well, this is done just for like
who's
pure
going to
entertainment.
enforce
This
it?
is to get eyeballs on screens and asses in seats, and you know we've shown up for the circus and we've yet to see the clowns. It's that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm still a little salty about it. You probably haven't been able to tell, or maybe I put too fine of a point on it.
Yeah, hard to tell here. All right, so we could run through damages here as I'm going to be pulling it up and try to figure out the final score. Did that actually get up on screen? Yeah, that looks correct. Okay, cool. So
Let's see if I can maybe talk them into doing a.
yeah, okay, so we've got top damage here, Buckmatic with Kodiak. I don't remember which build that was. Sneck with his Kodiak is putting up just a little bit under 578. 600 was the top damage from Buckmatic, so there's not a big difference there. Krasdex was playing the AC-10 medium pulse Kodiak, I believe, puts up 560 damage. Custom gaming chair with that LBX-10 UAC-10 Madcat Mark II Bravo, 400 damage. And the LRM Highlander 2CB with the NARC triple LRM 20. That's maybe the most out there build that was being run in this drop. Only put up 142 damage. So I get what they're trying to do there with the Pop-Tart NARC and LRM strat, but it just did not work out. But I mean, playing silly builds, they definitely did that. So maybe that's still winning.
Oh, you're gonna trigger me, Timbers. This is not silly.
I don't know. NARC LRM Highlander 2C.
Oh, okay. All right, that'll be the accept. That one was indeed kind of silly. All right, I will accept a NARC LRM assault boat.
Yeah.
That is definitely meets the definition of the tier 5 build. So I get we have one person who won.
Yeah.
In this
So
match.
So I don't.
Zell got the message.
I don't actually know if I got the points correct here because there's two KDCM teams and I'm mixing up who's on which one. I think I got it correctly. So what I've got marked down here, unofficial results, I have 46 points total for KDCM, the whole kernel, and 37 points for KDCM, your wives' boyfriends. Now, I don't know if I got that correct or not. I will let somebody else sort that out later, but
definitely a 50 DKP minus for both sides for not understanding stupid. So I'm gonna go and say both teams are at 0 points. Would that be fair?
You know, I don't think it's a call that either of us can really make here. We did see.
Shall we turn it over to true democracy? Shall we let chat vote?
Oh,
I know it's gonna be like 5 minutes from now.
I have no idea how that would work out. We did see a duel on Kappa between two, presumably trial blood asps, and we did see some LRMs, ATMs. There was a UAC 2 linebacker, a UAC 20 linebacker. So there were shenanigans. I mean, okay, so the Incubus with the triple LBX 2, that is completely out there.
Yeah. Okay. That is another one. So we have one confirmed silly, one from Jay's team. One confirmed silly from Zell.
Yeah. It just was a little bit of a mix between real meta and off meta, and then shenanigans, and it was.
That LRM blood asp from the first match was also silly. So there's another one for Jay's team. So right now in my books it's 2-1.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just a bit of a weird match. Hard to really make any sort of an analysis out of what we saw here tonight. I think
see anything silly off Caustic or the Caustic match. Everyone was kind of rocking some try-hard stuff.
Yeah, I think we just got to wrap it up here. I don't really have any commentary, do I? I don't know if this is how the standard is going to be for KDCM throughout this division, if all 6 teams are actually doing or trying to do off meta, counter meta, or shenanigans type things throughout this division, or if that's just going to die after week 1 when they realize that their opponents aren't really doing what they thought they might do, or how this is going to work out. It's a weird experiment here with the draft division to form the teams. That to me indicated they were still going to go try hard, and then what I'm seeing here is that they aren't, but they are. So I don't know what's going on with their division, how it's going to shake out going forward.
It's we're gonna have to have like a come to Jesus talk, one of those heads out of asses moments where like, gentlemen, we're doing this for the lulls. This is not the lulls.
I don't know. I don't know what KDCM division games are going to look like for other teams, or even next week. But I got to wrap it up here. I'm coming back with another cast on the MWO League's main channel in, let me do some math. What is that? 14 hours from now? Maybe 13 hours from now. 1900 UTC. I've got a match between EMP and like a retirement returning match for the old world champions EMP team. I don't know exactly who's on that roster here, and they are playing up against Gatos Galatorfos. I don't know. It's an SROT team, Sky Rangers of Terra versus EMP Imperion. So that is going to be an interesting match to watch. And after that, I've got a back-to-back cast. My second one is kicking off right after the first one finishes. It's between Clutch and Equilibrium, which is 2 newer rising teams that are going to be challenging for the World Championship. These are all teams that are probably going to be in the top 12 of the upcoming World Championship this fall. So giving a little plug there, hit a follow on the channel, and we'll be back with some more matches in 12, 13, 14 hours from now. 1900 UTC and 2000, maybe 2030 UTC. This was Therax doing the cast. Joining me was Snuggles Time.
Oh, can I do my
Yep.
self-plug outro?
Go ahead here.
All right. Thank you all for watching. I've been Snuggles Time, and I will see you all around.
Yeah, so Snuggles Time, they used to stream. I don't know if Snuggles Time still streams, but they have a YouTube channel that might be maintained.
I got like 3 videos. I was getting a shit ton of strikes on my YouTube channel and my account
Okay.
because I have some spicy language on there that they didn't like several years later. So I'm down to, I used to have like 400 something videos. I'm down to like 3.
Okay, so your channel's decimated.
Yeah.
Thanks for the teams for playing, letting us stream, and thanks for the viewers for showing up and watching. And that's it. We're signing off.